Hey, Decathlon Gamer, welcome back to FM24 Youth Factory. This is episode 14. We are approaching the end of the season. I went on vacation for 1 week to knock out 2 easy games. Must-win games. We needed 6 points from these games. We are on the verge of winning Vanarama National League South. All has not gone according to plan. 2 things have happened over the 2 matches that have been a bit of a setback for us. Dartford on the road, 14th place team in the league. Mortland and Thornhill both coming off of injuries and struggling. The offense across the board struggling. Ollie Atkins really the only one who played well. Adekunle the only other one who even had a 7.0 rating. Really weak game. We trailed early. We equalized before half, but never stamped our authority on that one. And came away dropping 2 points. Road games, okay, fine. I mean that's a part of it. Definitely a team that felt the pressure and underperformed in this one. So already right off the bat, we only get 4 points out of the 6 we needed. And in this one, it was kind of scary. We were up 2-0, but Sam Julian goes off injured early, fracture lower portion of his arm. He's going to miss the rest of the season. So, boom, there's a huge blow right there. Yes, okay, fine, we come away with 3 points, but we just lost our goalkeeper, who we talked about extensively earlier this season. That is his 3rd injury of this season, 2 of them substantial and long-term. And this is a player who is supposed to be on the almost never injured side. I figured after the 2nd injury that, this is just somebody who gets hurt all the time because he got hurt last season too. The 17-year-old player, we looked at the medical report and it was the opposite. He's a player who's not supposed to get injured, and yet he just keeps getting hurt. So we lose Julian, but we've got a 2-0 lead at half, and they get a guy sent off either just before or just after halftime, the 45th. I guess that would be just before, right? It would be the 46th just after. So just before halftime, 2-0. And somehow they come out and not only get back into the game, but they equalize on a penalty in the 81st minute. And then we just unleash hell on them and score 2 goals in the next 4 minutes and get back to getting 3 points. But man, oh man, was that a close call. And wait, no, it wasn't just a close call. We just lost Sam Julian for the last 3 games of the season. 3 games ago. We just dropped 2 points and dropped our goalkeeper. But after squeaking out a victory where they led 3-0 against Bognor Regis, they went on the road to Dover and lost. Only 2 players had even a remotely decent game. Gloucester, they dropped more points than we did. So our 5-point lead, it's now a 6-point lead with 3 matches to play. But for them, I don't think they're going to be dropping more points, folks. Hampton and Richmond, 20th place at home in their next match. Last place, Hayes and Yetting on the road, but last place, Hayes and Yetting, who are going to be assured relegation by that point. Pressure's off. Maybe they'll play better. Oxford City, 10th place at home in the final match of the season. It could be on for them. That could be a lot of pressure. That could be encouraging for Oxford City. They're 10th. They're not going to have anything to play for in that last game other than maybe disrupting life for Gloucester City. My last 3, Bromley, 3rd place. On the road. Maidenhead, who was 3rd but now 4th, at home. And then finishing the season off with Hemel Hempstead. We easily could drop the points. We're up by 6. We are up by 6. We got to get something because there's still 9 points in play, and you figure they're going to get all 9. But even if we get 3, even if we beat Hemel Hempstead on the road to end the season, that's not enough. We have got to get something out of one of these games, either Bromley or Maidenhead, to finish this off, to finish the job. Not going to be easy, especially this Bromley one on the road. And certainly not without Sam Julian. First thing we need to do, though, is he available? Looking down at our U18s, where is our goalkeeper? Koulibaly's a 58, 111. Gareth Lloyd, the new guy, is a 51, 133. With good reflexes, but we're going to bring up Koulibaly. Koulibaly is quite a bit better than our other options. So Koulibaly, get rid of that, and we're going to bring you up to the senior squad to finish this season, and Gareth Lloyd can take over as a goalkeeper there. With 3 matches to go, we sit on 100 points. If not for Wrexham and Notts County and all the attention that Wrexham have gotten since the Welcome to Wrexham series, and of course the ownership, if not for that, it would be completely unfathomable to think that we might lose the league scoring 100 plus points. It just doesn't happen. But that's just how strong the two of us have been. Now, doing the math, Bromley is not a threat. They are headed for the playoffs. But they could still move down. I mean, Maidenhead is absolutely a threat to them, and now I play both of those teams. So both of them are going to be looking at the fixture with us going, gosh, that's a huge opportunity to, if one loses and one wins, that's a 3-point swing for one of those teams compared to the other, or essentially a 6-point swing. So that's a major deal for both of them. And getting into that top 2 to get that semifinal home game and quarterfinal bye is massive. So both of them have a lot to play for. A lot. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. The good news is we only need one result. And one result, not even a win, just a draw. Just a draw in either one of those matches will secure the points we need to put it out of reach. Now, goal differential, okay, fine, it's in our favor against Gloucester. Plus 11, but we still don't want it to come down to the last game. We don't want it to come down to the last game. That is some kind of pressure, especially for the team that's ahead. The other team that's behind, it's less pressure. They just have to take care of their business. They need help. And so it's just, you got to just focus on you, and that makes it so much easier. When you're that team ahead and you're in a bad run of form where you've lost 3 out of 4, or lost points in 3 out of 4, which would be where we're at going into this one, that's a totally different matter. There's a lot of pressure on for these 2 games, but let's go play. Well, before we get to the game, one good thing for us is the 2 favorites for League Player of the Year. Our 2 guys, Davidson and Lanahan Penreese. I like that. I can't vote for either, though. Well, one nice thing about seeing this list is it does help us prepare for the 2 games ahead of us. We've got Anya Dimna, 36 matches, 12 goals, 19 assists, and the third best rating behind our 2 guys in the league. Player of the match 8 times. We definitely need to watch out for him, and I'm going to go ahead and vote for Anya Dimna, as I can't vote for my guys. Outside of him, the next top goal scorer and probably favorite is Harmonson, but he's got a little bit of a lower rating for Hemel Hempstead. Are you kidding me? We're 18th in the league, and yet there he is, sole contributor, sole dominant player. They apparently just have no defense, but there's Maidenhead with the lone E striker. 15 goals, 5 assists for him. Pretty good rating, but definitely a bit inferior compared to some others in the league. But all 3 of our matches have guys that have made the short list for player of the season, and that's going to be tricky as we head into this game. You can see some of the other top leagues and some placements there. Real Madrid on top against Barcelona, those 2 pulling ahead. Bayern Munich way ahead, 19 points. They've already won the championship for the Bundesliga. With the pressure on this late in the season, it could be hard to get the team motivated, but 10 out of 11 are. So we've accomplished that, or at least just about accomplished that, as our form has finally taken a dip after winning 11 straight. It's been tough over the last 4, but it's been a tough schedule. But here's the toughest part. This away game at the third place team is the toughest match that we've got to navigate to try to get something from. But all we need to do is get something from, well, one of the 2 matches. Atkins in possession. Mortland gives it away. Bad giveaway there. Not a great start. Possession. Bouncing back and forth in the early minutes. It's pretty balanced here in the 9th minute at the moment. Mortland. Redknapp in some space. In the box. Adekunle goes near post. And Byrne, whatever you want to call it. Depends on where he's from, really, on how that's going to be pronounced. But anyway, Gloucester leads in their match 1-0 already, scoring in the 6th minute as we are goalless. Keeper had claimed that last one. That was the clear thing, and that was cleared off the line by Hassel. Ooh, that was close. Koulibaly got a piece, did enough. Got help, though, to get it away, and they take the early lead. They got a second chance at this corner kick, and Reali wins the header from close range, and Koulibaly can't save it. His view being obstructed by the guy just off the line, but he's not offside, so that obstruction doesn't matter. Koulibaly can't see it, can't clear it. And we trail 1-0. I'm going to go attacking. We need to get back into this game. Adekunle, Atkins from the edge of the box. Redknapp in a little bit of space. Turns it in. Gives it away. Atkins after the recovery. Mortland. Oof. Had a chance on the overlap, but didn't take it. Hassel. Over to Atkins. Back to Hassel. Hassel finds Lanahan Penreese, who's not moving. It was just stationary. Now moving. Gets the ball inside to Mortland. Into the box. Switches to Adekunle. Goes across the box. His defender gets a foot on it and sends it out for the corner kick. The away section is more crowded than the home section, and Hassel equalizes his 6th of the season. It's 1-1. So here's the lineup changes while you get a look at the replay. Koulibaly obviously in goal for the remainder of the season. He's getting all the starts here the rest of the way, regardless of how he does. But Webb gets a start today over Kitching. Kitching has been performing poorly of late. He's the one who's still upset and wants to leave. He's one of those 3 guys that wants out of here, and his performances have just not equaled his qualities. Mortland clears that out, but they're still in possession. They're going to get a chance at that. Koulibaly forced to make the save. Fairly easy save, but can't hang on to it. It's corner kick. The third change is Jones in for the recovering Thornhill, who is on the bench today. It's halftime. Jones has been okay. Maybe we bring on Thornhill to start the second half. But Lanahan Penreese has been poor. Do we want Jones to go out there and rest Lanahan Penreese? Take out the quality? Well, maybe the quality of Thornhill will help us out. Let's go ahead and go back to positive. Pretty even. Possession is now very much in our favor, though. Keep things as they are for a little bit longer, but yes, the Thornhill switch is going to come fairly soon, but it's the who we necessarily bring off as Adekunle starts counterattack that ends that highlight. Free kick, edge of the box. Jones, Davidson, Atkins, close range. Needed to be a bit more placed in the corner. Keeper makes a fairly easy routine save there, and then clutches that ball on the follow-up corner kick. 10 minutes played in the second half. Very even, very balanced. Draw would be enough. Free kick here, though. Corner. Ooh, that's inside. That's in. And that's on the goalkeeper. That's on no Sam Julian. Julian would have made that stop. Koulibaly does not. That one slips under his armpit, it looked like. Mason, tight angle. Oh, no. Koulibaly just falls backwards. Terrible play there from the goalkeeper. That's a fairly routine stop. Now, where it lands, right? Who gets a foot on that as he punches it away? Hard to say, but playing from behind once again. Okay, Lanahan Penreese is just awful. We're gonna sub him off. Archie Joe? Yeah, no, he's fine. He can handle that. Changing up the lineup here for the last 20 minutes. We're gonna get after it for sure. I need to change a few other things in terms of the commands here, but we'll deal with that in a second. So Thornhill, push into the right a little bit. And actually, no. You know what? Stay central. Mortland's going to fill that channel on the left. I've gone inverted for Redknapp to try to fill the channel here. So we're feeding two guys into that channel. And then Kamara coming up supporting on the left. Got to go for it. Got to go for it. All we need is a point, folks. All we need is a point. So let's see what we can do here. Kamara and Thornhill both subbing on for this one. Free kick for them. Koulibaly did push that away. That was headed for the corner. Koulibaly pushed it away. Corner kick. This has been... all of our trouble has just been off of corners. Both of their goals came from corner kicks. Okay, instructions. Okay, play for set pieces as an option. We don't need to work the ball into the box anymore. We can go ahead and hit early crosses. We got more guys coming up. And we're going to trigger that press more often. And we're going to go for the high press and get stuck in. No yellow cards, so yeah. Running out of time. We don't even have the momentum. They have the momentum here. Into the 90th minute. Given away. Hassel, though. Good cutout. Thornhill on the counter. Early cross. Davidson! Oh! For a second, that looked like it was headed for the corner, but it was off the defense and out for a corner kick. That one. Far post. Atkins goes deep, though, instead of trying to pump it forward. Mortland. Hassel. Over the top for Kamara. Jones. Atkins. Redknapp. Redknapp in that inverted. Adding pressure to the midfield. And Redknapp helping us recover the ball. Definitely helping us with that one right now. And Kamara. Oh, lost it. Early cross. Thornhill. Close range. Big save. Big save. That wasn't perfectly placed. It definitely could have used some better space and didn't have much power. It's the only reason why the keeper was able to get a save on that. Akunle not doing enough. Webb, he's going to get sent off. We didn't even have any yellow cards. We had none when we changed the tactic 20 minutes ago, but that's a sending off for Hassel. We're going to have to get a bit libero for him on Hassel, and Atkins just play to the right a little bit. Seconds to go. The sending off is going to hurt too, because that means we're going to be without Webb. We're normally without Webb anyway. No points today, though. We played a game where it deserved to finish 1-1. We deserved the point. We didn't get it. Sending off meant nothing. It was in the final seconds. Other than now missing that player as well going forward. It was an own goal for Davidson. And Gloucester wins comfortably 3-0 against Hampton and Richmond. We're down to 3 points with 2 to play. Job is far from done now. But Maidenhead drops 2 points with a last-minute equalizer. So they are taking a bit of a dip in form now themselves. Talk about a dip in form, but it's not that we've been playing poorly. We've just had a very hard schedule. Maidenhead, though, is a team that has felt the pressure. 4 matches in a row dropping points. They are struggling right now, a lot more than we are, and not with the same type of schedule. So can we take advantage of their actual dip in form? And can we come out on top? At home, final home match of the season. Well, that wasn't the way to start it. Bad giveaway. First minute, free kick, dangerous position. Fortunately, no yellow card out of that. They went awfully close there. They won that header. Not sure how they rose above to get there, but that one just scraped the outside of the bar on its way out of bounds. We've only played 3 minutes. It's been all them so far. Thornhill finally back and playing again. And that one Again hits the woodwork. It's out for a goal kick. That was not a save from Koulibaly. They've had 2 shots scraping the woodwork each time. Very, very close to an early goal here. 8th minute. Moreland. McFadden on the overlap. He's on injections today, and Davidson scores. Oh, I'm glad I gave him the injection. Offside? Are you kidding me? Didn't look offside. Did not look offside at all. Gloucester leveling their game at the moment as well. And Penrese. We didn't even get a replay. Redknapp nearly scores on that one. It's tipped over. Both teams have gone very close to scoring already. No idea how ours was seen as offside. Especially without getting a replay of it. Certainly wasn't obvious. Portland wins that header. Nice header there, too. Lanahan Penrese. Davidson. Adekunle. Redknapp on the overlap. Nice back heel. Inside to Adekunle. Close range. Kicks it right over the head of Molden, the keeper, and he reaches up and grabs it. He wants to play for set pieces already. I want to get the win today. Not just a point. We need the win. Adekunle hits the inside man on the wall as he tries to bend it around the wall, aiming for the upper corner. Trying to curl it back towards the upper corner. And it's half-time. Half-time. Made them happy with praise and the whole "I don't know how you're not ahead" type speech, and they liked that one. They very much like that. So we've got a very happy group here as we enter the second half. Well, let's hope that keeps them motivated. Possession is starting to favor us even more than it already was. We've earned our 3rd corner, so yeah, we're playing like we mean it right now. We didn't see the highlights as we already hit the hour mark, but there's Adekunle on the overlap. Didn't quite have an open teammate there. I think the pass might have been a better option, but it might not have succeeded. Tight angle, no goal. Good interception. We're controlling things right now. We are really controlling things. But can we translate that into a goal? Right now they're possessing but not really doing anything with it. Nice ball there, though. And they're going to get into the edge of the box. Get a decent shot off. Just their 3rd of the day. And their 1st on target. Koulibaly made a pretty decent stop on that one. Better keeper would have held on to it, though. Not just saved it. So that's leading to this. And that was the end of the highlight. Okay. Going attacking. We need 3 points. 1 point helps, but we want to put things away. We don't want it to come down to the final day of the season. Gloucester still level at last place Hayes and Yetting, who are long since relegated. Long since relegated. Lanahan Penrese. Chance to raise the trophy. Across to Adekunle in space in the box. And he blasts it into the crowd and it doesn't get through. He wins that header, but it goes out of bounds. And we're almost out of time. They've had one more shot. Stoppage time. Do we settle for one now? Brown was well offside. No flag. Gloucester scores. Gloucester scores in the 88th. Kitching. Redknapp. Atkins. Redknapp to Adekunle in the box. Flashes it across. This time goes low cross instead of high. He needed a high cross there. Nice turnover forced, but Thornhill goes back, and that's full time. It's a draw. It's a draw. Pressure's on for the final match, folks. We did get something out of one of these 2 games, which was a big requirement, but we did not get the victory. Based on the performance, it should have been 1-0. We should have had a winner. We had a winner. Ruled out. Davidson in the 8th minute. Correct or not? No idea. They didn't show a replay. He looked fine live. 1 point lead. 1 to play. Still in our hands. Goal differential's at 6. If we draw and they win, obviously they'll at minimum win by a goal, but they have to win by 6. A draw's enough for us, folks. Should be enough. After an epic 1-0 victory against Newcastle United. Under 21s. Our under 21s at 1, 6, and 12 have claimed their first ever victory. There's that progress I was talking about. Definitely getting better. And beating Newcastle, of all teams, right? You're surrounded by mostly championship sides. It's a mix. It's definitely a mix, actually. There's a lot of Premier League sides. It's mostly Premier League sides. Or at least, bottom half Premier League sides or top half championship sides in a few cases. But yeah, the biggest team in that bunch is the one we've beaten. Now, their under 21s clearly are weak. They're 9th, we're 11th, but that was big. Who cares, though? We got one to go in the league with a 1-point lead. Away, last game of the season, lots of pressure, but all 11 players fired up. Holy crap. Great news, though. While they are 19th, they are safe from relegation. Relegation is now decided. Bognor Regis just relegated last match. They've got nothing to play for. They are in sigh of relief type moment. Now they can play disruptor, take the title away from us. So that's still good motivation. But for them, I think, big sigh of relief, and that safety part just happened. So we're going to obviously keep a close eye on what's going on with Gloucester. We've got to assume that they're going to win. They've been right there. They've hardly dropped any points whatsoever. Everybody's kicked off at the same time. Torquay, first one to score, at least that we're seeing on the list. And we've played 14 minutes. Big through ball there. Koulibaly gets to it. Would have been offside. Not a big away crowd. What the heck is going on with that? We should have a huge away crowd here. Redknapp. Switching play to Hassel. Mortland. Back in defense. Just possessing well right now. Mortland under a little pressure. But he finds Atkins. Keeps possession. Redknapp in space. Davidson. Lenihan Penreese. That should have been us in lead. That should have been the first goal right there. This is away. Marsh goes down. Well, that was not... Why? It's the penalties that are doing us in, folks. Marsh away from the play. Clearly we caught him, otherwise he wouldn't be hurt. It's not a fake injury. Redknapp. Saved. Going attacking. What I thought I should have done from the very beginning. Thornhill didn't even try to make a play on that ball. Or in that you gotta be kidding me territory. McFadden's the one with the really weak rating, so I'm assuming he's the guy who caught Marsh. It would make sense from the position of where that happened. Let's be more aggressive here. We're gonna push that press up higher. Clark looked well offside. We recover the ball anyway, and Davidson, that's through. He's got a chance. Keeper poked it up and over for the corner kick. Mortland has that poked away. Offside for Owen. Flag raised. Good thing they actually got a call right. Oxford City is up 1-0 on Gloucester. We are both trailing right now. We are both trailing. We need to hit the counter. Let's try the counter. Lenihan Penreese is the one who's really struggling, and McFadden. We can sub McFadden. All right, we got them fired up for the second half. Let's get out there. Get the job done. Come on. Atkins. Thornhill, Davidson. We've only lost once all season to a team outside of the playoff zone. Davidson. They are definitely pressing well, but they're doing it from a mid-block. They're not too high, but they're organized. It's been all us outside of a penalty. Davidson. Oh, thought he had Lanahan Penreese for the overlap, but didn't get it there. That squeezed through for Atkins. I think his potential pass would have been offside. Out wide to Adekunle. Inside to Atkins. Into the box. Davidson, close range. Gets a big shove in the back. And ends up going a little too far forward and getting underneath the ball. Clark, it's onside. No. Flag. That was tight. Redknapp. We've played an hour. Davidson. Not enough on it. Mortland playing hurt. Let's make a change. Partially based on the injury. Atkins is going to push to the middle. And Mortland. Thornhill. And we're going to bring on Archie Jones for Mortland. Thornhill, Davidson, Adekunle. And there's the equalizer. Just as we've made a whole series of changes, Mortland forcing that turnover before he comes off. And that's all Adekunle right there. Great shot from just outside of the box. Yes, we are going to proceed with our changes. A draw right now is enough. Gloucester is still losing their game. Gloucester is losing 2-0, a penalty in the 66th, just moments ago. So as we equalized, their 1-goal deficit became a 2-goal deficit. They're at home. We're the ones on the road. They're losing 2-0, folks, but that does not mean that they're going to continue losing. We have gone really aggressive, though. We're going to back off just a little bit on some of these things and maybe time waste just a little bit while still trying to score. Positionally, we have not changed, though. Davidson in space, and we're on top. We're on top. Yes, folks, yes. Okay, so Atkins. Thornhill finds Davidson, takes a big first touch, but he beats his man with it. He's got 3-4 guys on him. None of them properly challenge him, and Davidson just beats Todd in the bottom corner. Yes, we want to proceed with tactical changes, and now that we have the lead, we want to proceed with numerous changes, like dropping back down to regular wing backs and going back on, we'll go on defense first for them. So defensive line in charge. Thornhill can drop down, so that's good. We can go back to our regular formation. So essentially back to our regular formation now for the remainder of this one. Now we just need to see it out. Meanwhile, it's still 2-0. Adekunle off the wall. Out for the corner. Okay. Instructions. Time wasting big time. We're already playing for set pieces. Slow that tempo back down. Hold our shape. Go and drop back to that mid block. And actually, let's not go lower, but we'll go standard. We're going to tighten it up, but press. That corner's clear of the way. Davidson's going to recover it, though. Got 10 minutes to play. Davidson. Atkins. Gets a corner. Gets a corner out of it. We'll take that. And there's that time wasting kicking in. Follow-up corner kick. Lanahan Penreese is really struggling. We're going to bring on Wilkinson for him. Did I change out McFadden earlier? I thought I had. Let's go ahead and bring on both those guys. Kamara. I have to do it from here because things have been wonky for a while with my mouse, but I can't replace it till first of the year, or at least I decided I wanted to wait. Stoppage time. 4 minutes to play. Gloucester got one back. Oxford just scored again. It's 3-1. Folks, we're going to win the title. It really came down to the last day and a come-from-behind victory. But there it is. Your title winners for the, I don't know, what season is it? 2029? 2030 now? In 8 years, we've gone from the 11th tier and now headed to the 5th. But we're still not in the Football League. We're just headed for the Veta National proper. But for the first time in our team's history, we are going to be in a one-division tier where all of the teams present are the entirety of the teams that play at that level. No multi-division split play any longer. 12 shots to 2. 1.37 XG to 0.8. All 0.8 coming from the penalty. All of it. Penalty coming away from the ball. But from the minor injury that was incurred there, probably the correct call. We had to battle back. And battle back we did. 2 goals back-to-back in a very, very short period of time. Just a couple minutes apart. And that was the difference. And meanwhile, Gloucester didn't even manage to win their game. So we had it either way. Huge sigh of relief. Final tally was a record-setting 104 points, but Gloucester picked up 100 of their own, but they're headed for the playoff, along with Bromley, Maidenhead, Real Bedford, Wealdstone, and Dover. I've already gone really long for this episode, though, so we are going to bypass looking at some end-of-season stuff. We'll open the next episode with that as we prepare for life in the 5th tier. Fingers crossed we can hang on to players. We are still going to be in a division that follows the exact same rule set that we have now. But the big question, of course, is, are we going to pick up more attention from those championship Premier League sides? Are they going to come along and try to steal players away from us? Are we going to suffer more unrest? The good news is, as we grow and develop as a squad, as long as we can hang on to most of the players, we should be in for a team that can play really well at that 5th tier, that can do something like what we've done this year and be competitive for that potential promotion. But like what we have right here, only 2 teams promote out of the National League, so it's going to be tough. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.